When do you think we will have enough data to assign research based daily values to polyphenols and other antioxidants?
That is a fantastic question. I feel like there's there's nearly enough data now to be able to assign daily values. So we know, for example, that people who consume 500 milligrams of polyphenols per day have substantially lower risk of a whole variety of health challenges than people who consume 300 milligrams or less. So, definitely I think a strong argument could be made for setting a daily value of 500 milligrams. Maybe you could also make a case for 800 milligrams because that's even better. But of course, daily values we kind of want to think of as like a minimum target. But but is it the same level of scientific evidence? I mean, we just don't have the dose responses that we do for other nutrients. And most of the time, daily values are set for essential nutrients. And polyphenols, while very important, we don't have a disease of deficiency that is the cause of low polyphenol intake. So that is why there isn't one now. But I think a daily target could absolutely still be set, just looking at it from a health perspective rather than looking at it from a deficiency perspective. So I don't know if it's like a lack of data that's the challenge right now, so much as a different way of thinking about nutrients that's going into setting daily values. That's really based on adequacy of essential nutrients, with like lower than adequacy being responsible for health problems due to inadequate levels of those nutrients. So I think the challenge isn't the data as much as the fact that, again, there's very, very few non-essential nutrients. There are some, like fiber has a recommended dietary intake level, and it's technically non-essential, for example. So there are some non-essential nutrients that have daily values, but not many. And I think that if if agencies set a daily value for polyphenols, that opens a big can of worms, because then we need a daily value for coenzyme Q10 and myoinositol and other cool phytonutrients like carotenoids and glucosinolates and thiosulfonates. So I think that's probably the bigger thing happening here. That's why this doesn't exist yet. I don't think it's a lack of data per se. I think it is thinking about this whole collection of phytonutrients as non-essential, and just sort of thinking of them like really in those terms, like non-essential, when really we know the more of them we consume, the healthier we are on average. So yeah, I don't think data is the issue. I think it's how the royal we, not me, but how the people in charge are thinking about it.